Alright guys, thanks for sticking with us as we do a little bit of quality control for the stream so you guys can all enjoy what we're watching here, as this is a pretty huge matchup so far. Flawless and Fly Society able to secure the first map at a total whopping score of, let's see the math real quick, that'd be 13-7, a full 7-0 sweep for the defensive side of Fly Society. After some skips and bumps kind of on the offensive side for them in the first half, they were able to come back through there and make it a 7-6. So a very, very close, absolutely very close matchup as we have seen so far. And right now the map will be on Ankara, and what we will see from the lineup will be Flawless on the GR side, and then Fly Society on the Blacklist side. So we'll see how they decide to play this one. I'll do an overhead view here and just kind of see what I got going here so I can call out some of these strats. The bomb is going to be dropped for Fly Society on the back side of the middle area here, as it looks like it's going to be a spread. They're going to kind of both peek both sides of the map here, leave the middle completely open, as it looks like actually somebody will be watching middle. Let's see if he's using anything in particular. Nope, just an AK. Yeah. So he's not going to try to scope it or anything like that. But it looks like it will be primarily a focus towards A, nades and flashes coming over, pre-fire through doorways and stuff, onto that top level in A, right by the gateway. It's unable to find anything. Defensively, we'll kind of take a look at what Flawless is doing inside of bomb site A. Currently, it's just Cock-and-Stock and Lacactic, that dominating duo on defense, will be watching inside the side, and they're actually playing pretty close to all of the entryways. Cock-and-Stock will be sitting in the alleyway over here, the backside alleyway, and it looks like Lacactic will just be playing that big open doorway. So we'll see if they actually do anything in particular to change up their look, but maybe they won't even have to, as it looks like Lacactic will get the first pick there on Hugh, who was getting a little too greedy over the middle there, and then he actually takes a few shots at his own teammate, not knowing that he was pushing that far up the back alley. But here we go, Fly Society making a full rotate with less than a minute to go over towards bomb site B. We'll see how they decide to get in here, as it's going to be, looks like a push maybe through the office way here. Yeah, it's going to be through the little the building, and it's going to be maybe just straight off to the right. The Lacactic will be over the middle and the left alley. Andre able to get a two-shot headshot right there on Lau, and it's going to be a full push over to the right side of the bomb site. Cock-and-Stock had to rotate through the middle, and a double kill there from Cock-and-Stock, just peeking that corner. Wow, that's an absolutely crucial killing point there. It's going to be a 2-on-1 now. We'll jump on board with Cock-and-Stock. He is not making too far up those mid-stairs, though, as he falls to Bon, who was ready for that rotate with 15 seconds left to go, giving Fly Society their first round on offense. Anything you saw there, either defensively or offensively, JP, about you know things you would like to see more, or things you like just in general from either side?
One thing I noticed was they had their two strongest, Fly Side had their two strongest players, which was LVP and Andre over on B side, and that's the side that they took. So it could be a deciding factor of where we can be watching them to make their next move, but just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, LVP there with the first pick on Lau over the middle there. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep this middle. If they can control this middle, it's going to be great for them to rotate around the bomb sites freely. Somebody actually going to back up into the window and to spawn, knowing that he doesn't really have an option to pick right now, as they could be just about anywhere on offense. And it looks like they're kind of maybe going to go through the pipelines here, or the underneath tunnel, the tunnel towards B. It looks like Wizzy going to try to make some noise over here by A to kind of pull off a fake. It's going to be successful right now if they can push their way into bomb site B, as Cock-and-Stock and Lacactic are in really bad spots to rotate, but it looks like it might not be. They're coming back through the middle side tunnel now and trying to get their way in.
Great shot by Andre taking out Cock-and-Stock, but he was able to get a trade by Lacactic.
So after a lot of action happening across the map, we're left with a 2-on-2 situation, 2-on-3 rather, as the bomb will be making its way into bomb site A. Hugh able to get a pick on Peepo, so it's going to be a 1-on-2 situation. Lacactic last one left. He gets pistoled by Bond, though. So there it is. That's another round in favor of Fly Society on offense. It's now 2-0 after two pretty long rounds, I'd say. It's interesting to see. I mean, this is a bigger map than Mexico before it, but still, the rounds are definitely being played out more. It's a lot more fun, in my opinion, to watch a map like this from the strategy standpoint, just because there's so many options. Like if you get us an overhead of the map right now, you can see how spread out the offense is. Hugh gets an early push there on somebody over the middle. It's going to force a rotate probably from A, as that's a pretty crucial area to have down. People able to trade there with Andre as he pushed up a little bit towards that tunnel from middle. But you can kind of just see how spread out. Wizzy's all the way back by his spawn, and he's still able to make noise into A, which kind of forces Lakaxic and Cockenstock to sit in A a little bit longer than they would like if, bomb site B ends up getting pushed, which it looks like it's about to here in just a second. LVP able to get a headshot over the window and then into the bomb site itself on Peepo. So it's going to be Lau left alone in A, and he does a pretty good job right there getting the first kill. He's going to be sitting right in between these pillars here, opting to play it a little bit further back so he can call out to his team when they need to come through. Lakaxic able to get Wizzy, actually, who was long there. So Cockenstock able to now rotate freely back over towards B, which they are now pushed fully in. No bomb though, so it looks like FS is going to opt to try to get the kills. So right now they're able to get one right here. Pistols from Bond, unable to finish, but LVP with a double kill there. He's going to reload a bit from in between the pillars from back here, and then rotate maybe back through middle. He has no idea where Lakaxic is right now, and Lakaxic is very happy sitting towards the middle part of the map right now. I don't think either of them know where they are, but they're about to run into each other here in the middle, and Lakaxic will not be able to convert even though he had the first shots on LVP. On a scale of 1 to dominating, how well do you think Fly Society is pulling this offensive side of Ankara off? My vote would be pretty close to just a handled smack right now against Flawless. It's not necessarily, I mean, maybe you can put some insight in on this, JP, but Flawless isn't exactly played poor defense. They're just kind of getting caught out of position more often than they're finding themselves comfortably in position, like right there on Peepo. I mean, do you think you would agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, Fly Society is able to find their way around Flawless to get these flanks in, just outmaneuvering Flawless. So it's just a matter of game strategy of where everyone's positioned, because Fly Society, I mean, they are just doing an incredible job, a lot better job than what Flawless is showing.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. I would almost like to see, by chance, I mean, there has been a very poor hold of B so far. LVP has gone ham over there. He's now 8-1 as he's just been dominating that corner, both over the middle and then, of course, throughout that tunnel. Maybe it's an opportunity where, they haven't gone A yet. They haven't put an A yet. Maybe just to change things up defensively, Flawless just needs to stack and just do a 5-person stack of a bomb site, and if they're not there, find a way to rotate together as Andre makes Cockenstock look silly right there. It's 4-0 right now in favor of FS, and at this point, at least if I'm thinking, as a little bit of an experienced FPS player, I want to change it up. Let's just do something different. We don't have much to lose right now. I mean, obviously you don't want to fall much further behind. I mean, it's already 4-0, but do something different. I mean, we can get on board with what Flawless is doing, and it's just the same spread, a 2-1-2, and right there, Lakaxic getting picked by LVP over the middle, and somebody is right on he's in a bad spot. Somebody's in a really bad spot right now. He's right over the middle. He's able to get one kill. Maybe they didn't know it. Maybe I just spoke too soon right there. Somebody able to pull the double kill from right there. I figured that Fly Society knew he was up on top of the balcony, but no, not the case, as he got the double kill there before falling to Andre, who now picks up his second kill on Cockenstock. And it's going to be a rotating picks right now. Andre with a third kill right now over the middle part of the spawn, as he was able to pick out Lau, and Peepo left alone now, as he will be facing 3 Fly Society members. So again, we do see this 2-1-2 spread not quite working for Flawless, as Peepo able to get the first kill right there, making himself have to hurry up just a little bit more than he'd like to with his little crouch jumping right now, as he kind of bunnies his way through the B side of the map. But little does he know that now bomb site A is about to get planted, So we'll see if he can make his way over there quickly, as Bond and Wizzy are now setting up the bomb and getting in good position. See if we can get kind of a little look at where they're going to play at here defensively now that the bomb is planted. Wizzy will be playing on the double stair, and Bond will be playing just above the corner of the inner stairs. So we'll see how he decides to play this, as people will be now noticeably coming from the backside. And Bond with that scope, easy shot there, as that corridor is pretty narrow, able to get that final pick, making it 5-0 in favor of Fly Society. I mean, did we see something wrong? I mean, from the first time we saw Flawless play the first half, I thought this was going to be a little bit closer.
Yeah, I mean, Flawless, both these teams earned the right to be here, but Flawless, they're just not playing as a team. They're just too spread out. They're just getting outflanked by Fly Society. They need to start working more in groups, well, actually more together, and stop being so separated groups. Right now, got one guy in B site, and this won't be good, as Fly Society is starting to make their way into B site.
Yeah, there was a good pick there. People able to get LVP at the beginning. He does get traded eventually, but he is able to take out, the top of their carry list. Although you really can't say that, because Andre's 10-4, and Bond is doing absolutely massive amounts of damage with that scope at 5-2. And the bomb is now down in B. So again, we have a rotate here. Somebody and Wow are going to have to come all the way through. And it looks like they tried to do something different on defense that round, but they still weren't able to make anything happen. I don't know. At this point, I can't really even tell if it's just, FS has better overall talent and just individual gunning ability, because a lot of these fights have come down to one-on-one, one-on-two situations, and even right there, I mean, there was really no chance for somebody or allowed to get into that bomb site, as it's now 6-0.
Yeah.
With the smokes and the corner peek. But I mean, if you're getting outgunned, and if this is a situation, if there are other teams that are watching, if you're getting outgunned by a team, don't have the modesty to sit here and say you're getting beat. And right now, it's like they're reading my mind, as it's good. There's somebody getting a double kill as they push all together. And, that's a prime example of what you need to do. And especially with how big this competitive scene is getting and how huge the team base is being. I mean, there's going to be such a different level of talent ability, especially as teams are finalizing their rosters for the next series. If you find yourself in a bad situation where you individually cannot hold the site, don't have, the pride to sit there and say, I can't handle this. Because, let's be real, these Fly Society guys have been playing this game for freaking forever. And not to say that the Flawless guys have not, but this team of Fly Society has been a team for a while now, and they have had the time not to just work on their teamwork, but just their overall individual ability. And you can definitely tell right now, at a score of 6-0, going for 2 straight half sweeps, that's definitely paying off. And you can see right now they are off to play together, but Hugh able to pick this corner, able to get 2 kills.
Oh, Hugh, a 3K!
Yeah, 3K headshot just over the middle through that little smoke. A great smoke to watch through. He had nothing really to worry about except for watching one corner. Able to pick it off, so that's a 7-0 sweep. This could be done in 2 maps very, very quickly. All Fly Society needs is 1 round on defense.
Yeah, I mean, Fly Society, people are already surprised that Fly Society was able to beat down Sox. Sox, they went to the CF Stars to represent North America, and they're also going to the WCG Nationals. So for Fly Society to take down such a high-ranked team, it's just, it's unbelievable, and they're showing why they are here today.
Absolutely, and you can almost just put a little chip on their shoulder, them almost making this a statement of, we should have done better for WCG, and we should have done better for CS Stars. That's totally fair to say that. You can definitely tell they put the work in here. They were able to pull off, a huge team in Sox earlier, and then of course right now Flawless, who, like you said, they definitely earned their way to get here. It's not like they don't deserve to be here at all. They played really well all the way through the series, which obviously led them to getting all the way through, and not sure what just happened right there.
I think a player didn't load in, a little disconnection. Yep. One of the players on Fly Society disconnected.
So DC from Fly Society will restart this up as soon as everybody's ready. Just kind of talking about, outside of this matchup, but just the overall competitive side after talking to Saden earlier. It's going to be interesting and really nice to see. I would at least hope that a lot of teams will try to stick with their rosters a little bit more solidity, just to have more of that, familiarity with each other as they go into more competitive-sided things, especially with things happening just about every single weekend with community-based events, not to even mention the in-game events that are going to be hosted by Z8. from an overall standpoint, you can tell Fly Society feels confident with their lineup. They've had a similar lineup for a while now, and Flawless has already made one swap out in their overall lineup so far, and that was after I thought Noodle did a pretty good job. So maybe they need to relook at what they're trying to put out against Fly Society. Who knows? Maybe Noodle just had to go or something. You never know. It's interesting to see how that goes. But overall, I mean, if you're a team looking at this matchup, you definitely want to try to find some kind of continuity between 5 to 7 players on a team, especially in a situation like Flawless that they have to sub somebody in. I mean, People has come in and he's done pretty well. I mean, against a really big juggernaut team of Fly Society. I mean, it's interesting to see. We'll see what happens here, with this next matchup as we're waiting for our last member to join in from Fly Society. But anything you really want to contribute to that mindset of just the overall team continuity going into future seasons?
Well, one thing I want to look at is, teams need to try to stay with, the team instead of, oh, we lost. Let's look at, a new, getting new members, all that stuff. They just need to start working more together instead of looking at, well, we failed. There's no use of trying to fix it. Some of these teams, on a Fly side, they've been together. They made some roster changes, but pretty much the same people have been in it from the start. So it's great to see them still together, improving, and all that improvement has shown why they are where they are today. I mean, I can't wait to see them what they'll do. I wouldn't be surprised that they we could possibly see them represent North America in next year's CF Stars if they keep it up.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's not to say that anything is secured quite yet. You definitely want to give teams a chance here. I mean, there's a lot of potential for this Flawless team. I mean, Cockenstock and Lakaxic did absolutely great job holding sites on defense, both for Mexico, and they did pretty well on Ankara. They didn't really have a chance to defend their bomb site flat out against any pushes or rushes. I mean, I think that if you're looking at this, if Flawless goes back and watches this, you just need to find some kind of continuity. And, one of my biggest things when I used to play a lot was, especially when you're in a team situation, find somebody you're good with playing with and play with them all the time, especially when it comes to defensive things. The coordination between individuals is just as important as the coordination among 5 people, especially when it comes to holding bomb sites. And I mean, we saw Lakaxic and Cockenstock do a great job over the middle. Similar situation on the other side for Fly Society. Wizzy and LVP have that middle figured out. I mean, Wizzy feels confident enough, or maybe it's vice versa, but someone feels confident enough to hold their spot, whether it's Wizzy feeling comfortable to say, hey, I'll peek the short corner if you peek the long one, or LVP saying, hey, my long range shot is solid from these double boxes, why don't you play Shadow? And they've done a good job. I mean, Wizzy didn't have as much of a showing as I'm sure he would have liked there, but LVP was right there to help out, and it's not to say that Wizzy's a worse player or anything like that. It's just the spot that he's assigned to play, or that he chooses to play. And that's the same way with any other team as you look through. So yeah, we try to sit here and isolate, the big scores, but I mean, the fact that Wizzy always sits back there is just, the offense has to sit and know where they're sitting every single time. It's going to have to keep that polarized, parallel between both players and how they play it defensively. So we'll take a little bit of a breather here for a minute as we wait for Fly Society to get all 5 in, as they're getting a little bit of a block from server thing at the moment. So they'll just keep trying, and we'll get back to you guys in just a minute with the final half of the second map, which between Flawless and Fly Society in the Super Series matchup in the final. And I guess we spoke a little bit too soon as Hugh reconnects just about as soon as I got done with my sentence. So we'll get all ready up here. We'll bring you guys the second half of Ankara here. Again, the first half was a sweep for FS there, 7-0. So all they're going to really need to secure this finals matchup is 1 round. And that'll be it. If they can do that, Flawless will have to make something happen here. I mean, do you really think it's in their realm of possibility for Flawless to come out and sweep Fly Society on offense in this match?
Honestly, from my perspective, the only way that Flawless can come back from the deficit that they're in is they need to have a really good game plan, because honestly, I think Fly Society has a better shot overall than Flawless does. I know got no, Flawless has, no, excuse me, Fly Society has LVP, Andre. I mean, really good players that can hit their shots, and I just hope Flawless is able to pull something off for us to go to our third map. Otherwise, it is game over.
For sure, I mean, that is definitely the advantage Fly Society has. And again, we haven't seen Flawless take a round yet on offense, as they were not able to get anything on Mexico as well. So we'll see. Flawless is going to have to live up to their name here and be flawless on this offensive side of Ankara in order to push this to overtime. Otherwise, one round lost will be a game secure for the team of Fly Society. Although I got to say one thing, that if you're flawless and you just got absolutely stomped on right there from your defensive standpoint, having a disconnect issue like that from Fly Society is actually a moment of relief, just because you get to sit down and kind of just relax yourself a bit and just be like, you know what, let's come out here and play. And off the bat, we have 3 kills from, yeah, look at that. That's exactly what you need. Look, Hacksack gets 3 kills over on bomb site A. Lau gets a good overnade, and Cockenstock gets a through the box shot. And that's good. This is important for them. They need to come in with a little bit of confidence. Even though you're down 7-0, you know you have to get a full sweep on offense to secure yourself, even just in overtime. It's good to have a round like that, and just to come in and, we'll give it our best. Whatever happens, happens. I feel like they'll play a little bit more relaxed, almost, knowing that they have, a little bit less to live up to. I don't want to say that it's for sure over, but I mean, you got to figure in the back of their minds, they pretty much know that you have to be the absolute best player you've ever been in your history of playing this game to come back against a top team like Fly Society and go 7-0 against them. Off the bat, their Bond showing, hey, I got this scope thing, so I'm going to shoot you from a distance, and gets that first pick on somebody over across the A side, at least. So it looks like they're going to rotate around that scope pick, and they're going to move their way towards B is Flawless, which is absolutely smart. I absolutely agree with this pick of action. You don't want to try to avoid that scope as much as possible, especially with Bond doing as well as he's done. And we'll kind of see Hugh is actually going to rotate out of A and come back through the middle and towards B, knowing that Bond can handle himself with that scope. We can see offensively there's no pushes quite yet, but Andre is in a really good spot. He's right around this corner. No one's going to know he's there. He's going to peek heads here in a second. There's one. Make that 2. And nope, not able to get 3, but still that's a good spot for him to be able to get 2 kills for his own life there. And Cockenstock will not be able to make out the full clutch, making that Fly Society our victors. Wow, absolutely huge plays there at the end. I was really excited to see how huge that Mexico first half was, and Flawless just getting outmatched there at the end against Fly Society on Kara, which was Fly Society's pick. So that's going to do it right there, I believe. It's just the 2 maps, right?
I'm not quite sure. I think they're going for another map. Because I gotta take a look at the bracket to see what's going on. But since I think Flawless might have had the upper bracket, no, the higher seed. So since Fly Society won 2 maps, I guess we are going to a best of 5 now.
Yep, it is a best of 5, and it's going to go up to sub base. So we'll get that coming to you guys in a minute, and we'll take just a second here to kind of get our stuff straight.
If you're just joining us, you're watching the OCG Super Series Season 1 Finals of Fly Society versus Flawless. We are now entering our third map of Subbase. Fly Society has won the first two maps, and now we're going to our third map. If Fly Society does win the next map or any more matches, they will win.
Oh yeah, and on a side note, Logic is not here, so Pervashute will be casting on.
Unfortunately, Alan had to leave, so I'm only left by myself to cast, so please bear with us as I cast for you. Right away, somebody's in woods that takes down LVP with the AWP. Looks like Fly Society does have two in woods and one in mid and one in machine room. Looks like they might be trying to go with a push, but right now they're trying to get for some frags. Boo does take down Andre, and Hugh does take down Pimp. Right now, Wizzy has had himself caught inside the woods area and does make it out of there alive. Both Hugh and Wizzy are low HP as they're going against two other members of Flawless. Hugh with a great headshot to Boo, and Wizzy does take out Boo as well. Hugh has been off a great start, getting 4 kills, and Wincy with 1. Fly Society is starting to step up the game once again. Wincy with right away a headshot onto somebody in woods. Wincy gets a second kill, taking down Boo Second Noodle. And it looks like Fly Society is making their way into A site right now. Andre takes out Cock and Stock. And now they have full control of A site, and the bomb is now going down. Two members of Flawless are still left, Pimpo and Voodoo Low. And Bond jumps out of fit, surprising both Pimpo and Do, and does get a double kill. Fantastic job by Bond. Hugh was able to take down Cockstock, but somebody was able to get a trade and take down Hugh, and it's now even up to 4-4 for both teams. Boo's able to take down Andre as well for his second kill this round. But Bond was able to come from behind, and Bond gets a second kill, taking about somebody, and Boo. Wow, what a great play by Bond. And it looks like Fly Society is now moving into A site once again. Dude is all by himself on top of A site right now, making his way down the stairs. Two members of Fly Society are down at A site behind the missile, and LVP is down by the stairs on A long. Let's see what Dew does here as he is all by himself and see if he pulls this incredible clutch. And he does take down LVP. And see, he got 2 more plays to go. He gets a second tail to take down Bond. Only 1 more to go and take down the fuse, but time is running out. And he gets a 3K, but no time left as the C4 detonates. But great job by Dew by getting the 3K. The score is now 3 for Fly Society, 0 for Flawless. Seems like Flawless is starting to change up the strategy once again. Before they were stacking woods like crazy and they were just getting outpicked by Fly Society, but it looks like they changed up their strategy and Fly Society is making their way into B long and they were able to take down a couple members of Fly Society, excuse me, of Flawless. Both LVP and 100 are left for Fly Society as they are caught up in B long right now, going against 3 members of Flawless. LVP does take down Dew now, making it an even game, 2-2. LVP is trying to work his way back. I'm not sure what he's doing. Might be working his way to B site as Andre does try to create a distraction for him. And Andre is able to take down Boo's second noodle. Yes, and LVP is actually working his way up woods and trying to get a flank or possibly get the bomb down. Let's see what happens here. $40 left in the round, and the bomb is now going down in B site. Somebody! Oh my! Wow, what a great play by somebody as he was nowhere to be found and came from B long to take out the clutch. And that will put Flawless on the scoreboard now 3-1. Cock and Stuck was able to take down Woodsy down the wood area, and Dew was able to take down LVP with the AWP. Now 3-5 for the matchup. Hugh able to get that 2K, and he was able to get another one to add. So now 3K for Hugh. It's now 2v2 as Fly Society does make their way into A site, and the bomb is now going down. Oh, and Dew just misses his AWP shot into Hugh, but Hugh was able to come back and get the headshot in 4. Score is now 4-1. Fly Society seems to be doing a lot of aggressive work in A long as 2 members. Hugh gets a 2K taken down on Cock and Stock and Boo Suck Noodle. Oh, and great job by Woodsy taking down somebody as somebody was camping in a corner, take down Andre. And look at the scoreboard, Hugh with 13-2, just carrying Fly Society right now. Great job. Hugh with another frag taking down somebody, and Andre to follow him up and take down Cock and Stock. Is now 5-2 for Flawless, and now it's a 1v4, actually, yeah, 1v4 situation, but Bond was able to take down Dew, and now it's a 6-1 for Fly Society. It is not looking good for Flawless right now as they are down 5 points. Oh, and two members of Flawless have pushed away into mid, and they just get taken out. But we're able to take out a couple members of Flyslady along the way. Somebody worked his way into Machine Room, does take down Woodsy. Wow, great push by somebody. He's able to take down LVP as well. Now it's down to Hugh from Fly Society and somebody from Flawless going to 1v1 each other. Looks like somebody is unaware that the C4 is down in the Machine Room as he is camping outside B long. Hugh's being very cautious as he has no idea where somebody is. Looks like Hugh is still holding strong as he actually might know where the C4 is, but it's just waiting patiently for Hugh. Hyu doing a lot of searching around, running around everywhere, trying to find out where somebody is. Looks like trying to take him down before he grabs the C4. But somebody is all the way in B site. With only 50 seconds left, so Hugh needs to start working his way to a site. Oh, this will be quite interesting as Hugh does not see him. Oh, and somebody who's able to hold his position does take down Hyu. And great job by somebody being very patient in predicting where Hyu will go. Wow, members of Flyside are taking damage, and Kakasak does nade Winsy, now making it 4 members of Flyside against 5 members of Flawless. Flawless desperately needs to get a few more rounds on the scoreboard to be able to stay in this game. Andre taking out Cockstocks down in A site, and it looks like he's going to be pushing his way into the site. Two members of Fly Side are now in A site, so it's the C4. It looks like the bomb is now going down. All 3 members of Flawless are going to be on top of A. So let's see what they will do here as they only 4 members left of Fly Side. Well, Andre and Hyu are able to take down 2 members of Flawless, leaving Dubakla all by himself. I do apologize if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. Do tried, but unfortunately Bond was able to outfrag him and get the kill, and now we'll leave it 7-2 for Fly Society. Fly Society only needs to win 3 more rounds to take the win home. If you're just joining us, you are watching the OCG Super Series Season 1 Finals, Fly Society vs. Flawless. We are now into Map 3, the second half of Map 3, as Fly Society has won first the 2 maps. This is a best of 5. Fly Society only needs 3 more rounds for this map win and for the series win. So let's see what Fly Society can do here to hold off their winning streak. 2 members of Flawless are in Machine Room, 2 in mid and 1 right down below Woods. somebody with his arm looking up, down, A long, not seeing anyone. Some action going on, and Ben and Pimpo able to take down Hayu. After a couple exchanges, Winzy's all by himself for Fire Society. Works away inside B side and cannot get the frag, and Dew is able to take him out. Now 1 flawless, 0 for Fly Society. Looks like Flawless is going with the same strategy. 2 machine room, 2 mid, and 1 right below Woods. And Hayu with the arm shot taking out Pimpo. Wow, what a great shot. I'm not too sure how he got there. Might be a boost, but great shot indeed. Bond able to take down somebody, trying to take out another frag now. 5 members of Fly Society versus 3 members of Flawless. Flawless is starting to stack up inside machine room. Looks like this might be a B push, but they are stalling a bit, trying to see where Fly Society is positioning up at. Andre is down at B long, but as I was talking, Cockstock does take down Winzy in the woods. He was able to take out Cockstock with the Deagle. Now a 4v2 situation. And Hayu with a nice Deagle shot onto Boo, but oh my, 2 just 1 taps by Dew, taking out 3 members, and that's another one. That's a 3K by Dew. Can he pull off one more for the clutch? Andre's positioned himself up top A long, and Dew does have the bomb. Is now planning. Andre just waiting for the bomb to go down. Andre is working his way slowly downstairs. And Andre does see him and is able to take him down. Score is now all tied up 1-1, and Fly Society only needs 2 more rounds to take this home.